Welcome to My Lines, brought to you by Colin Boynton. For this week's episode, I have decided to go back to my very early days of writing, and I have chosen pieces which appeared in my very first book entitled My Lines. So to start this latest episode of my poetry podcasts, the place where I share my world of words, I will begin with a piece called Lunchtime Revenge. Little old lady sits in the park, feeding ducks until it's dark. Stands up, walks away, does the same most every day. Comes back next day, bag of bread, humming a tune going round in her head. Breaks up crumbs and throws them down. Very soon the ducks swim round. All day long, just the same, feeding ducks now almost tame. Heavy rain starts falling down. Little old lady goes to town. Goes round shops buying bread. There's hungry ducks needing fed. Little old lady, lots of money, feeds the ducks which she finds funny. For when she dies and passes on, all her money will be gone. From feeding ducks with lots of bread, no family fighting when she's dead. Older people don't always have things so good, and so much has gone from their lives. My next poem this week is called Left All on Her Own. She seemed so sad and lonely as she was sitting there. No one seemed to bother. No one seemed to care. Sometimes it didn't matter that she was all alone. She'd please herself just what she did when she was on her own. But sometimes on a winter's night, there's some things she would miss. Loving arms to hold her, or someone just to kiss. It always seemed like old age could really be a pain, if only she could see her love just one more time again. Taken from her long ago and left all on her own, waiting for the day to come when she too would be gone. I have driven around the countryside a lot and always felt saddened when seeing wild animals that had been killed on the road. I often used to stop the car if I thought I could rescue an animal and put it somewhere out of harm's way. This next piece could be looked on as what if, and is called Divine Intervention. Harry the Hedgehog was sat in the grass, waiting to cross the road, watching the cars go rushing by, when one of them squashed a toad. Oh no, sighed Harry, not again. What are we going to do? Every day it's just the same, and someone that I knew. Harry the Hedgehog was sat in the grass, hiding from the gale, the branches bending in the wind, and Harry heard a wail. A car was braking very hard, a tree fell to the ground, landing straight upon the car with a crunching sound. Harry the Hedgehog was sat in the grass, a smile upon his face, and wondered how the driver felt, put in Harry's place. Squashed by something bigger, no chance to get away, just like Harry and his friends faced the same each day. As a nature lover and general observer of the world around me, I was inspired to write this next piece, which is called Wildflower. One by one, by one, slowly budding, then become the brightest colour ever seen, sprinkled there amongst the green. Bright and shining, bright and new, brought alive by morning dew. One by one, by one, open in the morning sun, there for all the world to see, all this glory and beauty. Bright and shining, bright and new, missed by many, ignored too. One by one, blooming in the morning sun. It's such a pity, such a shame, for every flower has a name. So why can't everybody see the beauty growing there for me? Another piece inspired from when I used to walk across the city to get to work. I used to see so many different characters. So my final piece this week, I will leave you with one called Two Lives. I don't know who they are, or even where they're from. A cheery smile, one quick hello, then slowly amble on. The look of slight abandonment, of nowhere to belong, clothing slightly tattered, fingers cold and numb. Always going one way, never looking back. One will hold some papers, the other holds a sack. They seem so very happy with the life they lead, never really wanting, yet getting what they need. No burden-laden shoulders, few worries on their mind. As long as they've each other, they'll take things as they find. How nice to keep life simple, push daily chores aside. Just travel through their lives as one, the wanderer and his bride. Don't forget you can now listen to my podcasts old and new on YouTube, as well as all other popular podcast platforms. I hope you've enjoyed my choice for this week's episode. The books I've written are available either from myself or direct from my publishers. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me once again next time for another episode of My Lines.